Hello everyone, welcome to my Cave Kraken boss guide. So I'm going to be showing you the equipment you're going to want to bring. I'm going to show you the inventory setup you're going to want to have and how to kill it. So let's get into it. So let's get into the weapons and shields you're going to want to be using. So the worst weapon is the Ancient Staff, and you would use this with either Ice or Blood Barrage. And the next up is Trident of the Seas. Now personally, I feel like it's better just to wait until you can afford a Trident if you're doing this on a very low budget. It's only a couple thousand PK points from the trading post, and it hits pretty consistently, so I would just wait till you get that instead of using an Ancient Staff. And the next up is the Trident of the Swamp, or the Sanguinesti Staff, however you say that. Now they have the exact same stats, and the only difference is the Trident of the Swamp does venom damage, and the other staff can heal you sometimes, so it's really whatever you want to use. The Trident of the Swamp is much cheaper, so there's that. And then the very best staff is the Harmonized Nightmare Staff. Now this is only the best if you have a Tome of Fire that's charged and you use Fire Surge. And the reason is the Tome of Fire increases your fire damage by 50%, and the Harmonized Nightmare Staff increases your attack speed when used with normal magics. So the Harmonized Nightmare Staff is only the best if you're willing to buy burnt pages for your Tome of Fire, which can add up. So it's not my preferred just for the because the extra cost. But if you're willing to spend a bit of extra money for faster kill, that's definitely the best way to go. Now for the best shields, the Unholy Book is the worst, and this is followed by the Malediction Ward. It's not bad at all, but we don't need that much defense here, we just want damage. And then the next one is the Mage's Book, followed by the Arcane Spirit Shield, which is of course the best one if you're not using the Harmonized Nightmare Staff. And then if you are using the Harmonized Nightmare Staff strategy, you obviously need the Tome of Fire. So now we're going to move on to the rest of the equipment. So starting at the top left, the worst is obviously Mystic, and this is followed by Arams. Now I'm not sure why I'd really use Mystic here because Arams is dirt cheap from the PK store anyways. And then the best is obviously Ancestral. Now for the amulets, the worst is Amulet of Glory, and this is followed by the Amulet of Fury. And the best in game is the Occult Necklace. For the boots, the Wizard Boots are the worst. This is followed by Infinity Boots, and the very best in the game are the Eternal Boots. And yes, I'm Canadian, that's why I said it like that. Now for the capes, you're going to want the God Cape. Well, that's the worst one. You're going to want the God Cape, or the Imbued God Cape, I should say. That is the best one from the Mage Arena 2 minigame, or for 15,000 PK points from the guy at Mage Bank. Now for the hand slot, the Barrow's gloves are free, they're pretty good, and if you have a little bit of extra money, the Tormented Bracelet is worth it for the best magic damage in game. And then for the ring, obviously the Seer's Ring or the Seer's Ring Eye. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't just buy the Seer's Ring Eye, it's dirt cheap anyways. So yeah, that's it for the equipment. Alright, so now it's time to get into the boss fight itself. So this is the inventory I typically go with. I go with so many prayer pots because I like to camp Augury during the kill, and you can use Mystic Might if you don't have that. And you do get a lot of food drops there, so I honestly never run out of food. I usually end up running out of all my prayer pots first. So you can even add some if you want to, like after you test it out yourself, see how you do. Now I also bring the Imbued Heart. Now this is for the magic bonus. It bumps you up to 109 for a couple minutes there. And if you don't have that, regular mage potions are fine, but it's really up to you. Now to get there, you just type in Kraken, of course. That'll bring you here. And this is one of the few bosses in the game where you can do an instance if there's someone here. So we'll see. Well, there's no one here right now, so we don't have to worry about that. But if there is someone here, it's 200 PK points for an instance, which is not that bad. So now that you're here, you're going to want to disturb all 4 mini whirlpools first. Just like so. Now that these are disturbed, I can activate my Imbued Heart, turn on my prayer, and literally just sit here and camp until it's dead. It's pretty easy. I think it's probably one of the best bosses in the game in terms of money and AFK-ness. As you can see, like I've got my little wood cutting guy on the side here going, and I've made quite a bit of money doing this. So let's just wait for this thing to die. Alright, that should do it. Let's see what we get. We got some anglerfish. Now it's noted right now, but you do get unnoted drops too. So that does it for my Kraken guide. It's a pretty simple boss. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll be out with more guides soon. So I'll catch you guys later.